What up? I'm Lincoln Williams, a 6'6" small forward, in the class of 2026 and I attend Kankakee High School.
Underneath that sign right there. How was it growing up in a small town like Kankakee?
It was cool. I feel like I had everything I wanted. I didn't really need a lot. In Kankakee, you really know everybody, so it's cool growing up here.
Who is Lincoln Williams on and off the court?
On the court, I'm just looking to dominate whoever in front of me and just show no mercy to my opponent. I'm real cool off the court. I'm always hanging out with my friends. Like you'll see me with a group of people. We just always having fun outside, off the court.
What age was you when you started playing basketball?
I was around 4 or 5. I started at the YMCA. I was killing all them though, for real. But I started when I was like 4 or 5 at the YMCA.
Is basketball the only sport that you played?
Nah, so I played baseball and basketball. I played football 1 year, but it wasn't for me. I caught 1 touchdown, but football was not for me. And I stopped playing baseball in like the 8th grade. Then after that, I just pursued basketball. That's what got me here today.
So what made you choose basketball over the other 2 sports?
Basketball was just, I always loved it ever since I was young. I was always good at it, and then once I got to like freshman year, I picked up my first offer, and ever since then, it just took off for me.
So what age were you when you realized that you were better than other kids your age?
Once I got to like my first year on the EYBL circuit, so that was like my freshman summer, that's when I knew like I really could compete with most of the guys, and I'm really at the top, one of the players in my state.
How does it feel to be top 3 in Illinois in the 2026 class and being recognized as a top 100 player in the nation?
It was good, especially being top 3 in my state, especially coming from Kankakee. Not a lot of people get recognized, so I'm looking to, obviously get one, and then top 100 in the nation, that's big. So, it's a lot of players in high school that, trying to get there, and it's cool to be a part of that so young.
Coming out of Kankakee, I know it's hard to get exposure. How do you think you got your exposure?
I think I took off when I caught a dunk on Bloom that went viral, and ever since then I just took off.
Okay, you have quite a few major D1 offers. How old were you when you got your first offer?
I was 15 when I got my first, I want to say 3 or 4, and then I just recently picked up 6 or 7 this spring and summer.
How did you feel when you got your first offer?
I was excited. I was in Milwaukee, and my coach told me, Mike Irvin, and I remember just running around the parking lot. I got my first offer from NIU, and it was fun.
Who's your favorite basketball player at any level right now?
Steph Curry is my favorite basketball player. It's
Why?
been like that for years, because he just affected the game in so many different ways, especially his shooting. Obviously, he's the best shooter of all time, so that's what I really look up to.
Who do you think your game resembles that of?
Like Luka. Luka kind of slow. He played at his pace, and I could kind of relate to that, so I'll say Luka.
What is your most memorable moment on the court?
February 16th. It was my freshman year. It was here against Bloom, and I went up and caught a one-hand lob over my best friend from years ago.
I know you attended the Top 100 camp recently. How was that experience?
It was cool, just learning a lot of new things, playing all the best players in the nation in my class and in the class lower than me. So it was really fun. I learned a lot in the 4 days. There was a lot of basketball, though, I will say that.
What are your goals for future with your basketball career?
Right now, I just want to, I told my coach I want to win Prep Hoops Player of the Year and Illinois Mr. Basketball. Those are my goals for high school. And then after that, I just want to, wherever it takes me, just go high major.
Who's your role model and why?
My dad. I look up to my dad every day. He's the one who introduced me to the game of basketball. He brought me here. He taught me everything I know.
Who's the hardest player you ever had to guard?
There's some people who's tough. Jay Sean Stevenson, JJ Andrews. Those are people that I really was he tough.
So I know you have an older brother who plays baseball, but I know he played basketball at some point in time. Who will win right now in the one-on-one with you?
If we play a game 7, I'll kill him 7-0. It wouldn't be close. If you're watching this, I want you to know.
What is
It wouldn't be close.
What is your pregame? Who is your pregame artist that you listen to get you hyped before the games?
I don't really got a pregame artist. I got a pregame meal. You gotta go to Chick-fil-A. You gotta get you 2 spicy chicken sandwiches and a vanilla milkshake with no toppings. It's gonna get you right.
Name an NBA player that you would love to meet right now.
Curry, KD, them two probably. Anthony Edwards too. I like his game.
What's your favorite thing to do outside of basketball?
Probably just I be on the game a lot when I got time. I be on the game just chilling.
What keeps you motivated on and off the court?
My mom passed when I was 1, so everything I do is for her on the court. And then off the court, it don't never keep me motivated off the court. I just be chilling off the court.
If you wasn't playing basketball right now, what sport would you play?
Baseball. I'm trying to tell you, I was raw at baseball.
So who the better baseball player, you or your brother?
Yeah, him now, but like me 8th grade versus him 8th grade. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, I was a shortstop and third baseman. People couldn't mess with me. And I'm like, what, 6? If I would have kept playing baseball, I'd be hot, baby. I probably would have been committed.
That's what I was swapping something right here. Yeah. Y'all came up killing. Yeah. That's a make sure drive shit was fast. Cars all over the charge. That's what we saying. Man, they out there. No stuff, so they have to do it. They kind of changed some stuff. They put they had this wiggle room right here. This used to be another court.
Hey, hooping right now?
Next truce was just to get shots at.
What's up, bud? How you doing? You guys want to say hello?
Hey, that's your guy right there?
Yeah.
You can record him walking through the halls and stuff? You know the rules?
Huh?
You just can't record like the practice stuff. You
Oh,
can't
okay.
In the same way.
Got you.
All right, but you can get him like walking through the halls and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, like all this shit. Coach.
They did it fast too.
Okay.
They hadn't even started on this when we came.
No.
They did this shit fast.
You know, the new practice facility is going to go up there.
Right, that's why I asked about the building. Have they started moving people out here?
Yeah, they're going to go at the work.
Ron Strickland was a beast.
I ain't gonna lie, honest.
Huh?
None of them players.
You don't know none of them? Yeah, Ron Strickland was older than
Like
me.
they older.
Yeah. Frank Richardson. What else? Hey, Smith live on Lincoln Park or downtown? Is she downtown? I think downtown. I know she lives
Yeah,
up
she
north.
downtown. Yeah, she downtown.
Yeah. She at Lloyd.
Since when do you eat
Lloyd.
apples? Since when do you eat apples?
We got a whole bag of apples in the refrigerator at home.
Hi, my name is Samantha Contreras and I'm Lincoln's big sister. Growing up with Lincoln was always really fun. He's actually always been the same exact person that he is today. He's always been really chill, even when he was a baby. I remember when my mom brought him home from the hospital and within 6 months, I knew he was gonna be everyone in our family's favorite. He's just always goofy. Like when he was little, he used to eat all of his meals, like sitting with his full body on the kitchen counter, like so weird. Like he's just always been himself, been such a happy, chill kid. And of course, he's always been athletic since he was like 4 years old. My favorite memories of growing up with Lincoln are the first time I took him sledding. That was really fun. And I just have so many videos on my phone of us doing karaoke when he was little. He used to love singing Love Faces by Trey Songz, which I think is hilarious. I just think we had the best childhood growing up, and I think that he was like, I always say, like just the three of us, and like Lincoln was the best brother for me and Samuel. I actually knew Lincoln was going to be really good at basketball from a really young age, since he was like 4, which sounds absolutely ridiculous. But I have this video on my phone that I watch every once in a while, and I am just like, makes me smile so much. You can hear Sammy in the background saying, "There you go, Lincoln," and his teammate like loses the ball. He's 4 years old at the YMCA. He picks it up, steals it, and makes a layup. And that's when we were like, Lincoln's gonna be good.
Uh-oh, Lincoln. There you go.
Lincoln currently has 10 Division I offers for basketball. He started receiving offers quickly after the end of his freshman season. He got pulled up to play varsity full-time halfway through his freshman year season. And, you know, the possibilities are really endless for Lincoln. We're all super excited for him. I actually don't care where Lincoln goes. I want Lincoln to go wherever makes him happy, wherever he's going to be able to play a lot. I think most of us would like to see him stay somewhere local. As you all know, we are deep every game. Our whole family's there, our grandparents, like our aunts and uncles, like everyone. So what do I think's next for Lincoln? After college, I think, you know, it'll be interesting. I'm sure no one knows that sometimes Lincoln says that he wants to be an engineer. I think that would be surprising to people. Lincoln just has a lot of personality people don't know about. I think he's really reserved in his personal life, and he keeps things mostly about sports when he's in public, but ever since he was little, he's been really funny and quite the singer. And here's a kind of funny clip to just showcase a little bit of Lincoln's personality and how much he loves his siblings.
Go, A.
I just think that my mom would be really excited, and I know that she's always cheering Lincoln on at every game.
Growing up in Lincoln, it was very competitive. Me and him was always going back and forth. I mean, I was the big brother, so you know, I was always winning, you know, a lot. But I mean, I taught him a lot. We had a lot of good battles. We still do to this day. I knew Lincoln had potential when he was in 4th grade, when he made the 6th grade team as the only 4th grader, and they changed the rule where he had to, where he was the only 4th grader that could play up to 6th grade. It was just one game against King, the championship game. I think he had about 15 points. He led the team in scoring as a 4th grader, and since then I knew he had the potential to be great. Being a role model to Lincoln, I mean, it was always fun and good. When my dad wasn't making the games, I was always there for him in the crowd, trying to be his biggest fan. I try to make all the games now, just to know that I'm always supporting him, and his big brother always in his corner. Lincoln was, as a kid, he was a funny kid, very quiet though. I felt like he was very weird, but I mean, and he was always in the sports. He don't really party at all. If it ain't about basketball and practice, he don't even go. He around my dad a lot. He around the family. He's family oriented. So it's just really basketball and family for him. I ended up going with the baseball route because I felt like that was my love for the game. But as a kid, I mean, he always loved basketball. That was never his passion, his love. He didn't want to be like his big brother, even though I thought he should. But nah, he stuck with the basketball, and yeah, I see why.
Coach Chris Pickett, Kankakee basketball.
How long have you been coaching?
I always get that confused. I coached at CBS as an assistant from 07 to 04, and a head coach from 04 to 17. Then I came to Kankakee. So it's been 8 years down here. This is year 8. You know, I've been knowing Lincoln since 5th grade, and I've seen the progression. One of the things I like about him is that he stays humble and he's willing to work. You know, sometimes you get guys who can play and they've been told how good they are and they don't want to put the work in. He doesn't stop working. So that's the thing that sets him apart from the others.
How would you describe Lincoln as a player on and off the court?
As a player, he's what we call a Swiss Army knife. We've been blessed to have a few of them here, guys who can do more than just score. He can shoot it, he can drive it, he can pass it, he can rebound, he can block shots. He does a lot of different things that helps us win games, which is every coach, that's just a dream to have somebody who you know is going to do the little things to help you win games, and that's what it's all about. Off the court, you know, he's appropriate as a teenager. Can be a little goofy, but not in a malicious way. He doesn't do anything extracurricular outside of school or outside of athletics that makes us, you know, have to get on him about anything. You know, it's strictly appropriate for how he's supposed to be, and it's part of his process as a player and as a human. One of the things about Kankakee is we've always been known to have talent. You know, it might not have been tapped in as much as it has been over the last 8, 9, 10 years, but you know, him bringing that attention here lets people know that you don't have to go anywhere else to get recruited. And you don't have to go anywhere else to get notoriety. With the help of the Chicago Sun-Times, with the help of people like you who come out and give guys exposure, South Suburban Hoops, all that combined lets the people in our area know that if you go out there and you play ball, you're going to be noticed. And you know, he's been fortunate to play on a good circuit with the Mac Irvin Fire and Nike EYBL, but also with our team having so much success over the last 7 years, you know, we're on the map too. And so schools want to come out and watch us play because they know that we always put out a good product. We've pumped out probably over 25 college basketball players in the last 7 years. So they know that you can come down here and find players, and he's the next one in line. He's the one that's showing everybody you don't have to go anywhere else. Like a lot of people are leaving the city of Chicago and the south suburbs and north suburbs to try to go find a pot of gold somewhere else. And that's not necessarily what you have to do. If you just show and prove where you're from, you're going to be all right.
What's your most memorable moment of Lincoln?
My most memorable moment of Lincoln, I'm going to say, as far as competition is concerned, when he came in as a freshman, we started doing our 3x3 workouts and playing open gym before the season, and he showed the rest of the coaching staff that he was a varsity ready player. Unfortunately for him, his freshman year, he got injured and he got sick, and so he missed a lot of the season. But he came around during the state playoffs, and he was a big piece of how well we did towards the end of that season. And that's what stands out to me the most, because he, you know, even though he had some bumps and bruises and some obstacles to overcome his freshman year, he came on at the end strong, and that kind of catapulted him into that sophomore year where he really took off as far as the recruitment is concerned.
How y'all doing? My name is Sammy Williams. I'm the father of Lincoln Williams. Growing up, Lincoln was, you know, a shy kid. Didn't talk too much. Hung around his older brother and older sister. Always took up to sports. He was a really good athlete. You know, I talked a lot. You know, I played a little ball myself. I talked to him a little bit about it. Just, you know, trying to show him the ins and outs, this and that, not too much of, trying to put too much on him. I let him do his own thing. He makes mistakes. He'll come to me and ask. I try to help him out. But other than that, he finds his way. Played high school, then I played junior college ball, and then from junior college, I went on to a 4-year. So, I know a little bit, not a lot, but I know enough. Right now, I would say that Lincoln has a little bit more spring than I did. The defensive awareness is there. I played defense in high school and throughout college. But overall, I still think he needs to work on some things. He's right there, but by next year, I think he'd be right there where above me.
Y'all play one-on-one today.
I would beat him. I'm not letting him beat me. I don't, everybody keeps saying this. Lincoln can. No, he cannot. He cannot.
So,
now his brother, that's a different story. He might get his brother. He a little taller than his brother. So that I think Samuel will battle him pretty good, but I think Lincoln will get the outcome. At a real young age, like I said, he's been playing up since he's been in the 4th grade, and he really took off. We got a nice little AAU team, Mac Irvin, that we put him on, and he developed some skills with them, and he had a couple of trainers that he worked out with. So he's been doing this for a very long time. He called me. I didn't make the trip. His first offer, he was in Milwaukee. He called me yelling. I thought something was wrong with him at the time, but he was just so excited that he was yelling around the parking lot. Dad, I got my first offer. I got my first offer. But I told him, man, stay humble like he is. He's a humble kid. And I told him just to keep working, and there's many more to come. And as you can see, he has a lot of people looking at him. I never doubted Lincoln. His potential is very high. He sees what he wants and goes after it. And the top 100 camp it showed, that he deserved to be there. And just hard work, like you say, pays off, and he continues to work. And I think he's going to continue to get better. Like I say, sky's the limit for him. Just by being himself, being a good teammate. Everybody know him. Working hard, you can tell it. You see his work ethic. The community like him. So just being a good kid, staying humble, it really helps him. He doesn't. I don't think put too much on himself, and he just goes after what he wants. Memorable moment. There's so many of them, man. Just him being around at a young age. Being around his mom when he was younger. And then running up with that basketball every day. So I think that right there would pretty much sums it up. Ooh, my most memorable moment in the game. I think it would have to be his freshman year. His freshman year of the varsity. No, his sophomore year in the varsity game, when he got the dunk on one of his best friends from Bloom. I think that would be my most memorable one.
Stupid dog! You made me look bad.